Welcome to Miss George's Class at Home. This week, we will be doing some of our lessons through video. And so I'm going to be bringing you the reading lessons. We'll review some comprehension skills. We will do vocabulary. We will review some grammar. And you'll have some read-alouds that you'll listen to. The first thing I like to do with my class is to introduce the story of the week. So this week, we will be reading Little Red and the Very Hungry Lion. Now, as I was starting to say that, Little Red, you might have thought, Little Red Riding Hood. So it is similar, and it's actually a fractured fairy tale. So we had talked about fractured fairy tales in our classroom, and I'm going to review what a fractured fairy tale is and talk about just a fairy tale in general. So we'll start with a fairy tale. A fairy tale is a fictional story that focuses on good versus evil. In the fairy tales, usually you may hear the term or the phrase once upon a time. There may be numbers of 3 or 7. There may be some talking animals. You may see some magic or royalty. They may talk about a prince or a princess. And most of them do teach you a lesson. So that's what a typical fairy tale is. And then you have the fractured fairy tales. So fractured fairy tales is where the author has taken a regular fairy tale and he has made a change to the characters or the setting or the major events in the story. And a lot of time they're real funny. They are usually to add humor is the purpose of a fractured fairy tale. Now, fairy tales are under the definition of folk tales. And there's all different types of folk tales. So right here it shows fairy tales. And it has Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. And there is a princess. There's also some legends, myths, tall tales, or parables. So the definition of a folk tale is it's a story that is passed down from generation to generation. So a long, long time ago, it started by word of mouth, and then people told it, and then eventually it got written down, and then most of the time, the stories teach a lesson. So today, after we introduce the vocabulary, you will listen to Little Red and the Very Hungry Lion. And tomorrow we will do Little Red Riding Hood, and then we will compare and contrast those two stories. So when someone's comparing two things, you look at how are they similar? What is alike about them? And then when you contrast it, you look for how are they different? And so we'll do that tomorrow after we read the regular fairy tale. So as we read the book, you listen to the book, there will be some vocabulary words. And I like for my class, as you are listening, you just give me a thumbs up if you hear one of the vocabulary words. That way I know that you're listening and paying attention and you're listening for these vocabulary words. Today, we are just going to introduce them and talk about the definition and the picture. And then as the week goes on, we will do a little bit more. The first one we're going to do is creep. So, to creep is to move while not trying to be seen or heard. To move slowly. So if you look at this cat, you can tell that he's hunkered down close to the floor or to the ground. And you can just picture in your mind that he's moving really slowly. Might want to sneak up on a bug of some sort. So he's wanting to be really quiet and move very slow. Okay, leap. To spring into the air. So these whales are leaping out of the water. So there might be a time that you have leaped as you're running. You might leap in the air. There's lots of different reasons that you might leap. Just having fun or trying to get over something. Okay, naughty. That's badly behaved, not obeying. And so this little dog has been naughty. It looks like he has torn up a door, maybe because he didn't want to be stuck in the bathroom. And you might hear my little buddy Briggs bark at some time. So I might say that he's being naughty. He's not obeying. The next word is grimy. That means extremely dirty. So this little puppy has gotten into lots of pain and he is grimy. So I bet he's going straight into the bath. And then the last one is purr, to make a soft, low, rumbling sound. So the sweet little kitty is sleeping, and a lot of times while they're sleeping, they do purr and make just a little bitty, soft, low, rumbling sound. So those are our vocabulary words for this week. So as you listen to the story, if you hear one of these words, just give us a thumbs up. So that's all for today on our reading comprehension. And you can click the link to listen to the read aloud of Little Red and the Very Hungry Lion. Bye.